Also, we are finding more beef, which is fine. So all I have to do now is get into the biomodule and hoover up as much beef as I can. Well, as much synthetic manure as I can. I think I only really need about another 4 bits, but I need to be careful not to stick my head over the top. You see that turret laser is now red where it was green before? I'm in range. It is detecting me, and it is therefore looking for a way with which it can ventilate my squishy little organic meatbag body into 1,000 holes. Also, that would appear to be a dead cow. Okay, that's unfortunate. Let's see, what can we do over here?
The doors are locked. These locks can only be opened with a special tool from outside, or alternatively, they can be broken. You are good at doing that.
Yes, I am. It's good to have my talents recognized. Okay, there's no obvious patch here.
There's a turret somewhere near.
Turret is not very happy to see me. Right, plant explosives. Okay, we can do that. Of course, I would have to go back and make the explosives. Maybe there's another way in. Preferably one that does not involve getting on the wrong end of an angry ballistic turret. Hello? Way in? Ah, this looks... Okay, that is not actually as promising as it first appeared. Okay. We have got various chunks of what appeared to be synthetic manure.
Synthesizing beef. However, the declaration mentions only the transportation of goods. There is no data about any research conducted on the liner unnamed, but it seems that apart from transporting food, they also did some biological experiments in these sections.
Oh, lucky us. Candle. There we go. Now, we have got a cow. Meat. Yay, we can get steak. If I defrost and fry it, I will have something to eat. That is more impressive than, well, nutritious goo. I can also hoover up the rest of this synthetic manure. Just have to stay under those turrets. Shouldn't be that hard, really. Just have to watch.
Be careful.
Ooh. Okay, I get the hint. This is dangerous. Very dangerous. Okay, you know what? Let's not go that way. Let's instead head nice and downwards, track back towards station, have a look at the hydroponics lab. Well, what I assume is a hydroponics lab. Happily, there's also a great deal of synthetic manure and cans of beef in here as well, which is good. Well, from a practical point of view, from the contents of my backpack, let's just say I'm extremely grateful that I have got a peg on my nose. Yay, more fabric. And a construction kit. Both of those will come in extremely handy, because having that fabric means I now have what I need to construct a couple more rolls of fabric, and hopefully, therefore, get one step closer. Yes, I'm aware of that. And hopefully, therefore, get one step closer to the construction of the thermal suit, or as they call it, the engineering suit. So, let's troll down here.
Fed synthetic cows with it.
Yes, they certainly produce synthetic manure with it. Okay, pop. Okay, I think we have enough manure to make the remaining beef pellets. So, I now need to get back to the primary shuttle, where we started this chapter, and among other things, assemble the remaining beef pellets and the explosives with which to set off a couple of rather interesting explosions. This is going to be a fun and exciting operation, and totally not one likely to involve suicidal quantities of danger. Absolutely not suicidal quantities of danger. Also, I need to blow another oxygen candle. I have gone through a lot of oxygen doing this. Annoyingly, there was also a oxygen station 600 meters away, but I do not think I would actually have made some time anyway, considering that I only had about 10 seconds of oxygen left, and this thing would have only covered 400 meters in the allotted window. The mathematics, as someone said, do not add up. Or rather, they do add up, and their sum total was, in fact, death. It is funny how simple equations can have such dramatic consequences. And this is where I would really like to have the fully operational thermal suit, because trying to get through that much cooling gel and thereby set it off without having my viewplate completely frozen over would be inconvenient, to say the least. But I suppose in a pinch, I did get to the working section of the shuttle without it before. I suppose I could manage without. It's worth a try. I mean, the worst thing that can happen is that I freeze to death, lose my vision completely, blunder horribly into an arc of fire of a turret, and then get riddled with high-velocity bullets and or energy beams. And then the robot coffin mafia will be very upset because I am obviously lying to them. No, really. That will make more sense if you played Chapter 1. Speaking of which, if you have not played and bought Breathedge, now would be an excellent time to show your support to the developers of this wonderful, if rather kooky game, and go and buy it on Steam. There will be a link in the YouTube comments. Right, let's see what we've got. Processor. Starting with one stick. Ooh. It will never replace real meat, but even grass will do if you're really hungry. Huzzah! Food 100. Yay! That will be useful. Next problem. I need some explosive charges. No, not a beef grenade. Actual explosive charges. I need wire and electronics to those. Well, wire's easy to get. Electronics, I might have to go out and drill a couple of garbage collectors. Remote, however, to simply assemble the remainder of these beef pellets, and that should be enough. We'll also assemble one roll of fabric, and I left the rest of the beef stores over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 10 pellets of beef fuel. Hooray! That is exactly what we need to successfully and correctly trigger the engines on the shuttle in the area that is completely surrounded with cooling gel and would therefore be extremely hazardous to enter without a properly insulated suit. Also grab the remainder of my large oxygen candles and emergency reserves. Right. Check the processor. What else do I need for this explosive charge? I need electronics. That could be tricky. I don't think I left any here. And in fact I did not, so let's pop out and do a quick bit of drilling. I also of course need to make some more shears. I'm out of those. Electronic. Ah, there we go. You look like you've still got some parts in you. Break. One quick prompting with the drill and we have our first demolition charge. Or at least the bits for it. The actual charge itself, well, that's easily assembled. From a couple of cans of explosive synthetic beef. This makes total sense. Trust me, you wouldn't want to eat the stuff anyway. Items. Explosive charge. Yes, if you've got 8 cans, you can start another war. That's why there are only 6 here, and why the recipe only requires 2. So, we have our explosives, we have our beef fuel. Right. This is an extremely foolish pair of objectives to set out to achieve, but let us venture forth and proceed to blow up quite a lot of stuff. First stop, I think, will have to be... Yep. First stop is going to be the shuttlecraft at 800 meters. I'm hoping I can find somewhere to reheat in between jaunts into the frozen waste of cooling gel. Because if I have got this wrong, I am in fact about to die horribly. Oh well, that will not be a problem. The robot mafia will simply be extremely annoyed and will order me to tell the truth again. Don't question it.
Are obsolete. I don't know where they're from, but their combustion system would be perfect for a miniature accelerator.
That's nice. If you're going to excuse me for a second, I need to very quickly tuck in this warming section here. Pull up against the heating element. There we go. Heating element cleared. Take a sight bearing on the objective marker. There we go. 100 meters. Go, 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 go. Full burn, full burn, full burn. And then brake, and we are not hanging around at this point. So, I need the shuttle engines, which are right there. Anti-robot prejudice, unfortunately, was a bit of a thing back then. Now, where do you load the engines? Here we are. Load beef pellets. Beef pellets loaded 10. And control system overridden. Well, there it goes. I appear to have forgotten the guidance system. Not that it matters, because it appears to have worked anywhere.
You can probably ignore the cooling gel's slight course deviation and assume that the core's activity is partially reduced.
Excellent. We'll just assume that the core's reaction is partially, reduced. Also, I should really find that heated section again. There we go. So, quickly defrost. I left the heater element somewhere. There we go. Also, more fabric. Perfect, I suspect. Well, the need for the thermal suit has just decreased somewhat. But with only 45 seconds there, I actually need to get back. Now, there was another shuttle back here. Somewhere over the rainbow. There it is. Right. Please, please, please say this thing still has an active oxygen system, or this could go very badly wrong. Ah, no, wrong button. Enter. Ah, this shuttlecraft does not in fact have a working oxygen system. Also, boost pack over there, 200 meters away. Well, oxygen candle time. There we go. Ominous music. No, not today, sir. Not today. No, we're going to check out the plan for the jetpack. Because if I am right, and I am not in fact about to completely freeze to death with a limited visibility viewplate, I should be able to skip a bit of the research requirement. Here we are. Also, I am hoping that that orange glow signifies something approaching heat. Even better it does. Okay. Quickly exit this. And what we should have is a scan of the engine and blueprint part 1 of 2 for the jet accelerator. Perfect. It might be easier just to research the thing by building components. But hey, that's the point of the research desk. It just gives you a resource-intensive shortcut on actually going out and scavenging parts. Now, next stop is going to be... Ow. Getting clear of this cooling gel and pushing on to the next engineering shuttle so that from there we can push on to the biolab and blow off the hatch and proceed to vent another chunk of cooling gel out into the core. And hopefully actually hit the core this time instead of, just making the assumption, hoping for the best. What, it's worked for us so far. Mind you, there's also an oxygen station here that I can tank up on, so that's even better. Okay, roll into town, hit the brakes, exit the vehicle, troll on in again, and refill oxygen. Success! Our friend's experiments in cryostasis remain unsuccessful, but hey, the man did at least have a novel idea in his head. Also remember that he also has 4 shots of fabric if I remember to come back here with some shears. Alright. Let's see. Back to the biolab. I think we have a demolition charge, so hopefully we can simply blow the hatch and vent the cooling gel. or possibly blow the hatch and make things even worse than they already are. That is also a potential hazard of this plan. After all, it's not like the alternatives are any better. The place appears to be completely sealed from the outside otherwards, and I'm willing to bet the access hatch is in fact protected by that pair of turrets, who would otherwise be rather unhappy to see me. Although, let's face it, they're turrets. They're probably unhappy to see anybody, whoever they may be. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Well, happily I am on the other side of the ship, so the turret cannot shoot me. Now, let's plant this... Oh, wait, I'm going to need... Actually, no, I might get away with only one explosive charge here. Be somewhere else. One. Boom. Did that work? Okay, we appear to have successfully blown the mechanism. Unfortunately, I am willing to bet that we're also going to have to detonate... Actually, I don't know what else we've got to detonate here. I mean, the mechanism is exploded. It doesn't appear to want to react to a handy scrapper. Drills, scanners, duct tape... No, none of that wants to play. Can we do anything else from here? Huh. Well, there was an appropriately soundless mechanism, but I don't see any other method of interacting. Huh. Maybe I need to blow something on the other side as well. Not like that. What do you know? Another mechanism. I need more explosives, which means I need more wire and various other goodies with which to make more explosives. I should perhaps have thought this through. I assumed I would only have to vent the hatch in one direction, after all, towards the core. Right, back to the bike. We need more explosives, wiring, electronics. Happily, I think I've got enough beef cans to do it anyways, so that's not an issue. The electronics might be trickier, however. Oh, well, it shouldn't be impossible. Just trickier than anticipated. Okay, let's head back. Tank up on O2 and proceed to make ourselves... Also, I should probably see about making another set of scissors, and I still need to find out what lycoplasma is and what it's for. These are minor but significant details. Right. And here we are back at the, well, basically cooling gel plant. All I have to do now is plant demo charge number 2, and hopefully this will disengage the lock. Or possibly it will cause everything to go completely wrong once again. After all, it's not possible there could be a third hatch up at the top that would force me to go and play hide-seeky with turrets in order to... Oh. Right. Turns out there was not...
that this section is protective of weapons, seeing that the dairy products don't cost much.
Turns out there were in fact 4 locking mechanisms. Ah, that's problematic. Also, why is this area protected with military-grade weaponry? As he points out, dairy products don't cost much. What else was in here? Okay, well, we're going to find out at some point. However, I need to go and make 2 more bombs, which is somewhat vexing. I think I might be running out of beef product, which would be inconvenient, to say the least. Alright, the good news is... Actually, no, I'm not sure there is any good news. Let's go and quickly check out this marker, just to be sure I'm not missing something of significance.
But maybe we can find something useful here.
Maybe. Or maybe I've just found yet another way to suffocate. Because, yes, thank you, I'm aware of that. I'm hoping that there is an airlock I can use here. Hydroponics? Anybody? Ooh, what's this? Analyzer blueprint.
This may come in handy if you calibrate it correctly.
Perfect. So will a soil... well, soil analyzer will come in handy. I have no doubt of that. Let's... I don't think I actually need to make any more beef pellets, but there you go. Do need to get some more canned beef. Oh, we've got glass here. Also, I should not be running into glass because it does bad things to my suit. Very bad things to my suit, in fact. Okay.
This is the first time I've seen a spacesuit designed for a cow. Usually they don't keep animals in open space, even synthetic ones. Although your chicken triggers some questions.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? We have found a cow in a spacesuit. It even has its own little mission patch. Yay! Right, time to go and make 2 more shots of explosives. Yes, I'm sure the toad has noticed me. I'm trying to remember where I left the bike. Oh yes, it's over there, isn't it? It's inside the rather unfortunately designated area that I thought would be safe, and it turns out was not. Okay. Right. Track here, dive away from the turrets. Burn, burn, burn. We shall go and quickly grab some more oxygen, then head back to the shuttle bay and try and cobble together enough electronics and other usable bits to build 2 more bombs. Hopefully, once I blow all 4 locking modules, we can get into the bio module. Or possibly it'll turn out this entire thing was a wild goose chase and a waste of perfectly good fireworks. Alright. We have 2 more bombs. We have arrived back at the fuel area. Well, food area. I suppose you could consider food to be fuel. However, 2 more locks, 2 more demolition charges. Absolutely not 2 more packages of explosive beef. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, there's the charge number 3 set off. Quickly crawl over the hull here. Plant charge number 4. Hopefully this is not going to do anything too dramatic. Aha! Right, we have successfully popped the lock. Now let's see what happens if we open this. There we go. Emergency unloading lever. Open the doors.
It worked. Now you have to find the airlock.
Terrific. What have we got? We've got
It doesn't look like milk, even the sour kind, though.
What were they doing in here?
Scanning gives no results. There's no such creature in the database, but the temperature inside the capsules suggests that they also contain the cooling gel we need.
Oh, goody. Right, where's the airlock? Also, why am I suddenly worried about running into a bunch of angry... Oh, there's the airlock. Good. Why am I suddenly worried about running into a bunch of the live versions of those? The,
This is definitely not
Calzomorphs?
despite it looking like one and the mark in the liner's declaration. Somebody wanted to keep these rooms secret.
Oh, goody. What exactly were they tracking in here? Huzzah! Oxygen. Less huzzah. That appears to be a very, very, electrically charged thing. That could be an issue. Luckily, I am wearing an electricity-proof spacesuit. Yeah, well, cargo's a relative term, I think. Let's head on down. Ooh. And this is the way to go. Okay, up. Oh, try not to get myself stuck on stuff. There we go. Right, fire vertical burners again. Yoink. Break. Here we
A
are.
laboratory with the most advanced equipment. Individuals don't have access to such technologies.
Oh, goody. Also, that appears to be a cleaning droid. I don't think it's hostile. I hope it isn't hostile. I have no way of defending myself except bashing it with a handy scrapper
Looks
if
like
it
some
is.
data blocks. Connect me to one of them and I'll try to find out if there's any cooling gel in the capsules.
Okay. Connect to data block.
Interesting. There's no cooling circuit here, which means the gel can only be present in the solution itself that is poured into the capsules. The full composition of the solution is encrypted, but we can pump it out using the control post and analyze it manually.
Oh, goody. And the droid? Yeah, cleaning robot. Well, it doesn't seem to want to annoy me at the moment, so I'm going to leave it be.
A detailed
Also,
plan for transport module.
well, that's always handy, except that I don't actually have a scanner here. I'm going to have to come back
Some
later.
mutated chicken DNA is being examined here.
Ooh. SNA. Okay. That's interesting. I might be one before I go for chicken sandwich again. No power there. Right, what's this? Dr. Ripley's report. In the product of the 14A, the problem is not growing, the product is disposing of them. They regenerate rapidly with a cut-off head, mutations of what? We tried to prevent this chemically, and even the DNA, but the chicken gene always found a loophole. They were trying to breed a new type of synthetic cow. Okay. This may not have ended well for them.
Something tore him apart from the inside.
Oh, nice. And then apparently stuffed a fridge into his chest cavity just to be sure. Okay,
Even trash cans can be luxury ones, but this is not one of them.
How nice to know the answer to that. There's absolutely no way that this could end with a mutant cow trying to hammer my internal cavity into a new and interesting shape, could it? Okay, control post. Oxygen candles, water.
According to the plan, this is not only the main control post, but also the steering wheel. This section is a space shuttle, but with such damage, it's unlikely to be able to fly.
Oh, goody. State Biology University. What could possibly go wrong if I start playing around with all of
The most common way to
this?
use a desktop aquarium in space. According to statistics, every second surveyed man longs to go in a normal toilet for the opportunity of seeing the size of his organic product.
Why? That's not a fish. Ugh. That's definitely not a fish. Okay, well, there's only one thing to do here, and it's extremely stupid. Pull lever!
I've downloaded the manual. To clean the specimen capsules, press the blue button. Or the green one. Unfortunately, the manual is black and white.
Oh dear. Good news, we have launched the specimens. I hope they hit the core and not some unfortunate
Something's
planet.
wrong. I would suggest ignoring what happened. If these specimens end up on some planet and remain intact, then politicians will come up with some story about a super intelligent race that created these creatures to destroy mankind. Press the green button.
Okay,
As I
green.
thought, the capsules didn't contain all of the solution. Pumping out from the reserve tanks initiated.
I don't know what would have happened if I'd pressed the red button. I shudder to think. Also, yay, Windows. Right, back downstairs, comrades. Aha! We have solution. Also, we have a cleaning pot. Tank with solution.
There's no cooling gel here, but the solution contains potassium iodide, cysteamine, ondansetron, and some non-standard impurities. Theoretically, it can serve as excellent anti-radiation protection. Just put the solution into the insulin cell of the suit, and I'll calculate the dosage so you don't turn into a vegetable or a mutant cow.
Okay. Is this wise? No. Am I doing it? Yes.
Your protection against radiation has increased. You didn't even have to launch anything into the core, risking the start of an uncontrolled reaction of matter explosion. Although it would have been right to launch this laboratory together with all of its dangerous research.
Huzzah! I just don't have to worry about the fact that those cows are going to carry on going until they hit something. And then they will probably ruin something's day. If you should happen to come across a plant with a cowsomorph infestation, I had absolutely nothing to do with it, comrades. Are we clear on this? Yes? Good. In that case, we have achieved our objective. The radiation has been lowered once again, after a fashion, and we are now cleared to proceed on to somewhere else. I'm not exactly sure where. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, comrades, one and all, farewell.